Hey, hello. Today we are going to quickly talk about how we can create a Hockney style Cubist photo collage. All right, if you take a look up here we are in Schoology, you can see this. This is a Hockney style Cubist collage. All right, if you go to the lesson, there are a lot of nice examples, different approaches to cubism. All right, again, there is the real mixed up. Here's a very nice aligned matrix style. All right, this little Polaroid picture style. Here's something similar to the David Hockney portrait. Again, these are going to take close-up shots. Here again, similar. All right, some good examples. Here they are getting a little creative. All right, so let's get into it. Now, you need to open up Photopia. All right, and if you notice, I have my Google Photos. I have quick pictures of myself. Again, if you want to do something more like this, you're going to have to get in a little closer. All right, so here we go. First thing I'm going to do, File, New, and I'm going to turn this to inches, say 8.5 by 11, and DPI 200. Background, we'll leave it at white and say Create. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually say Edit, Fill, and I'm going to say Custom. Hit this. I'm going to pick a nice light gray and say OK. OK. Now, next thing I'm going to do is duplicate this right away into a new document. Watch this. Duplicate into a new project. Say OK. If you notice up here, look at, I've got two different projects, same. Now, watch what I do. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to pick my first picture, right click, copy image, come to Photopia. I'm going to say Edit Paste or Control V. There it is. Now, next, what I'm going to do is take parts of this and put it on here so that I can start to create sort of this collage look. Okay, so here we go. What I need to do is make a selection here. What I want to do, though, is make this selection so that every time I make a selection and I paste it, it's the same size. So you come up here and you go to Fix Size. Now, I did some of the math because our image is a 200 resolution and an 8.5 by 5. Right here, 200 pixels by 150 pixels. Look at that, drags it out to be about like that. Okay, so I'm going to go like this. I'm on that layer, Control C. I come to this one, Control V. I come back here. I move it, say here, Control C. Come back here, Control V. Control C, Control V. Control C, Control V. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is turn that layer off. I'm going to go back to my photos, go to the next photo. Well, I don't like that one. I'll take this one. Copy image, come into here, and now I'm just going to paste it. All right. Come back to my rectangular selection. Make sure I'm on that layer. Control C, come to here, Control V. Here, move this, Control C, Control V. Here, you will probably have to do much, much more. I just wanted to kind of get this going, all right, for demonstration sakes. Now, one thing I'm going to do next is come over here and select my Move tool. Please select Auto Select. That way, when you touch this layer, notice over here, move to that layer, and I can move it. I touch this, it moves to that layer, and I can move it. All right. What I want to do now is just start arranging these in a way that starts to create the collage look. Now, for example, see this and see this. If I want this one to be on top, I just drag that above it. See how that worked? All right. Next thing I'm going to do is, for example, I'm here. I'm going to double click this. I'm going to add a drop shadow. Now remember, touch the word drop shadow, and I can play with this till I got it how I like it. All right. All right. I like that, right? Next, I'm going to put a little stroke around it. So again, I touch the word so I can change this. If I just click this, it doesn't do it. I have to touch the word, it gives me this. I'm going to change this to white, say okay. Ooh, I kind of like the size of that already. So I'm going to leave it at 3, say okay. All right, now watch what I do. I right click on the layer over here, go to layer style, copy. Now I can go to each layer, right click, layer style, paste. Right click, layer style, paste. Okay, and again, now I can start to create this photo collage however I see fit. Okay, now again, now this is nowhere near perfect. I'm doing this for demonstration's sake. My hope is that you take much more time than I am, use more pictures. All right, once you have it like this too, you're free to then also too line it up like one of those shots that he did, where okay,